How to Snowboard by Logan Proctor.
Alright, so first thing, I'm going to teach you guys how to strap in. What I like to do is pull this all back so I have a bunch of room. You want to put this over the thinnest part, or the slimmest part of your foot. On the front strap, you want to make sure this little part right here is over your toe edge. Same for this one. You want to make sure not to step on these because you could crack the leather. And you could bend up this plastic too, which makes it really hard to get on and off. Okay, so when you start actually going down the hill, the way you turn is you use your front foot. So if you want to turn this way on your toe edge, you want to pick your heel up, bring the front foot back. If you want to go on your heel edge, you bring your heel up and the board will kind of slide back. So now that you got that down, you want to learn how to Ollie so you can progress into like bigger jumps and stuff. So the way you do that is you want to shift all your weight onto the back, and then you want to kind of flip your momentum forward like this. All right, so we're gonna take what we learned and go on our first ride. All right, so let's say you're going down this hill. You're trying to initiate a heel turn left. What you want to do is keep your toes right here. You don't want your toes to come over. There's the edge of the board right there. It'll slip into the snow and you go flying.
Okay, the same goes for taking a toe side turn, which is where you would go up on your toes, so your board would take a left. So if you're going like that and you kind of like, you really like relax your feet, then you could end up clipping this edge into the snow, which, let me tell you, hurts a lot worse than falling forward because you always land on your tailbone.
So, I was getting too much speed, didn't want to run into the dogs, so how you stop when you're at the end, you want to bring both of your heels up so your board kind of slides and slows you down forward.
Okay, so the way that I like my feet is I have my back one straight and I have my front one tilted at about a 45-degree angle, so I can really get some curve on the heel, and I can really bring it up on the toe side edge too. I have a lot of control over the front of the board, which is how you turn. All right, so if you buy your first snowboard and the bindings don't come on it already, then there's gonna be these holes you see here that these screws go into. There's a notch and you can determine the angle you want it. Mine's on a 0, so it's obviously straight. This one you can see it's twisted, so I have an angle on it. Yep. You can also adjust these if they're too big or too small for you. See, they're on both. Okay, so my boots are nice because they have this spider web system. Here, I'll put my foot in, show you guys. You put your foot in, take this little strap, and you pull it as tight as you can, and you push that down. I can't do it because I have one hand right now. And then you push this down, keep twisting, till it gets tight, and you want these to be as tight as possible. And to loosen them up, you just gotta pull this out, loosen it. So some gear I'd recommend having if you're going out for the first time is obviously a pair of gloves. Probably gonna want some goggles for those bright and sunny days. You probably want some snow pants. You want some waterproof clothing. I like to bundle up a lot because I get cold. And a ski mask too to cover up your face because you'll get windburn if you don't. The biggest mistakes people make when they first go out into the hill is Obviously, like I said, catching the edges. The first couple times you go out, that's probably going to happen every time. I mean, it happens to everybody. Another mistake is not having the proper clothing. You know, you get super cold out there and it just makes you want to go home. It's not a good time. If you skateboarded or do any board sports before you try the snowboard, I didn't get to show you today because we're in my friend's backyard, but they have rails in Mount Holly and stuff. And if you have experience on skateboards, then it'll probably be a lot easier.